And welcome to our webinar today. My name is Jean, and I will be the moderator for today. And today, our webinar will be on how will postgraduate degree help you advance in your career. I believe everyone here doesn't need to be convinced about what the importance of having knowledge. So knowledge acquisition serves as a key activity in our learning cycle. So it is important for us to learn, and of course, we are learning every day. So the first thing that comes into your mind when we talk about postgraduate study would definitely be why. Why should we consider to study postgraduate studies? Is it because of career advancement, or is it that you would like to do a self-development? Or perhaps it is because you wish to get a career and employment, to boost your employment market, or perhaps you need to get a pay increase. Okay, but apart from that, you may also be thinking about which postgraduate program should I choose, or when should I start doing my postgraduate degree? Should I start my degree at master's or PhD degree right after, or should I get some working experience beforehand? Okay, so all these questions may be running through your head as we talk about postgraduate study. All right, so no worries about that. At the end of the webinar, I believe you will be loaded with sufficient information to help you proceed with your decision and enroll to your preferred postgraduate program. Okay, so first of all, of course, let us look into what does postgraduate degree cover. Okay, so basically in the market, a postgraduate degree are qualification completed after undergraduate degree. It could be a master's, postgraduate diploma, or perhaps a doctorate degree if your previous degree is a master's degree. All right. So apart from that, we talk about study mode. Generally, there are coursework-based, mixed mode, and also research, where a different type of study mode may be suitable for different, if you're working adult, or different learning method that is, of course, based on your preference. All right. So unlike degree program, postgraduate programs are more flexible. Even in terms of timetable, in terms of learning method, it's definitely a more flexible and a more interactive way of learning. All right, so these are the programs that we are currently offering in the university. We have postgraduate diploma, a new program that we have recently introduced in data management and analytics. And of course, master's by coursework basically would be a one-year program in a different field of study, and also different intakes, part-time and full-time as well. So for part-time studies available for both part-time studies available for local students, and full-time program is only for international students, it's only applicable for full-time studies. Okay. All right. And also art and social science. For mixed mode, we have Masters of Psychology in IO Psychology, Chinese Studies, and also Masters of Communication. Okay. And then we look into the Masters of Research. Basically, will be a 2-year program in different field of study. And of course, you will need to have a research, a relevant research topic as well. And then Doctor of Philosophy program, which is a 3-year program. Okay, so all of these program sums up to a total of 48 postgraduate programs, 33 master, 2 postgraduate diploma, and 13 Doctor of Philosophy programs. So for the Doctor of Philosophy program at our university are basically all in research, but there are also programs in for PhD studies that are in coursework based and other learning methods. Okay, so just in case if you need a copy of this information, or if you need more information, you can also grab a copy from our offices. If you're in Kampa, you can get one from our office in Block A, ground floor, or if you're in Sungalong, you can also take a copy from our Division of Program Promotion in KB Block ground floor as well. Of course, if you need the e-copy, you can also scan the QR code here and download it. Okay, it's available in our website as well, study.utah.edu.my. So we have already covered the first part of what is a postgraduate program or what is included in the program. So now let us move on to a more in-depth discussion about the postgraduate programs, why and how. All right. So we are privileged here to have Dr. Chong Yuan On, Associate Professor and the Deputy Dean with a portfolio of R&D and postgraduate program from the Faculty of Business and Finance to help us understand better between the relationship of postgraduate degree and how it could help you get a career advancement and so on. All right, so please help me in welcoming our speaker for today, Dr. Chong.
Hello. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Jong, Deputy Dean of Faculty of Business Finance. Very happy to see you all joining these webinars. Pretty sure that you wish to know more about postgraduate studies or types of postgraduate program offers in Utah, especially because I'm based in Faculty of Business Finance. So my area will be specialized in business areas. Before I proceed with the main topics of today's sharings, a little bit about my background before I explain the differences about the type of postgraduate programs. So I started my academic careers with Utah as a tutor in 2010 and was later promoted to lecturer in 2013 and to assistant professor in 2017 and now recently to associate professor in 2022. So my areas of expertise are in educational management, behavioral studies, and tourism-related studies. I graduated from Utah with my first degree and master's degree in 2013 and obtained my PhD degree from UPSI 2017. I would say it was a very interesting journey for me as I able to advance and develop my knowledge and skills so that I could apply it in my job as an academia. So it definitely provides me a lot of job career advancement and opportunities. So I think there are several questions posed by the participants when you register for this joining these webinars. So in my sharing, I will also cover all these questions posted by you. So the first question is on, will postgrad degree increase salary? Is it true that my pay will increase if I took master degree or postgrad degree? So of course, earning an additional degree will not directly contribute to job career advancement and opportunities or pay raise. However, it is highly depends on your ability to apply the knowledge and skills to your job, which could significantly improve your effectiveness and efficiency. I would say that, in other words, earning a degree doesn't mean that you will make more money or get a promotion in the same workplace, except you are in education sector or government sector. However, with the right timing and strategy, you just might get a raise when you ask for it. You need to prove it to your superior that by earning a degree, you are able to perform better. You are boss. Okay, if let's say you are boss, of course you want to see your subordinates, your employees, how they actually going to apply whatever knowledge and skills that they learn from the postgrad degree to their current job. So it also shows that you are capable, ready, and qualified for the higher post. That's why I say that earning an additional degree will not directly or guarantee for pay raise or promotion. However, it might help you to get you an opportunities to try out on new jobs in the company that could give you the experience needed to move to the higher paying job. So that will be the first questions. So the next question is someone posted this question. Nowadays in the academic era, is postgraduate degree useful in industry markets, such as examples, postgraduate degree in science especially? So I might not be able to comment on this specifically to postgraduate degree in science, as I'm not in this area. However, I will answer this question in a more general view or perspective. The purpose of pursuing postgraduate degree is definitely useful and relevant to the industry markets. As the syllabus of the courses offered in these postgraduate program are up to date. We have a group of experts who will maintain and revise the course syllabus from time to time. We also actively engage with our external examiners and industry advisors to ensure our program content is able to reflect to the current or latest trend of the business world. Therefore, I would say that it is useful in industry markets. So a postgraduate program or degree can enhance your marketability as a professionals and increase the quality and quantity of job opportunities, specifically to career advancement opportunities. It helps you to build business leadership skills as well as professional network, train your analysis skill, critical thinking skills, and as well as problem solving skill. This is also in supporting lifelong learning, where we should take initiative to learn, or sometimes it can be known as continuous learning, where we should take initiative to learn, or sometimes it can be known as to focus on our personal development. On the other hand, it could ensure that we are always equipped with latest and updated knowledge and skill set that is applicable in your job. Right? So let's move on to the third questions that posed by the participant is, what are the pros and cons of working in academia versus working in industry as a PhD holder? So I would say that it is also depends on your interest. Before you choose to work in academia or work in industry, you need to understand the nature of the job. Many people would think that as long as you like to teach, then you should join higher education sector or as an academia. I will not say it is right or wrong, okay, but if you choose to work in an institution or universities as an academia, you are not only required to teach, but also need to be passionate in research, applications, consultancies, supervisions, and even you are expected to enroll or do something contribute to the community. Before you are earning a PhD degree, you need to understand yourself and what is your ultimate life goal. So I am impressed with one of the PhD holder who actually recently secured her PhD degree, where she shared her experience in one of the social media. Okay, what she mentioned is if you wish to work as an academic, then it is a must for you to pursue PhD study. Or if you wish to just to obtain a higher degree to fulfill your self-actualization, or just to have this lifelong learning or for a personal development, then that will be fine for you to take up a PhD studies. So now let me briefly explain the types of postgraduate program offered in FPF. So as mentioned by Ms. Ng, basically there are three types of postgraduate program. One is coursework-based program, and then mixed mode program, and we have research-based program. Our faculties only offer program that fall under course-based program and research-based program. So course-based program for FPF, we actually offer MBA, Specialized in Corporate Management program. Okay, the uniqueness of this program is to provide candidates with the advanced management training specific skills sets need to become effective managers in any of the business areas. As our MBA corporate management program actually offer a specialization option for you, such as logistic and supply chain management, human resource management, finance, and marketing. So there are 4 specializations offered in this MBA program. So this program will give you a rigorous, interactive, and practical learning opportunities for candidates to discuss and make sound decisions to resolve real business issues. So most of our lecturers, they have a lot of corporate experience. So they're able to provide many real business examples to the students. So this program consists of 9 common core courses, 3 specialization, and 1 project paper, where it carries 6 credit hours. Right. So another program, another type of program that FBF offer is research-based program. So under research-based program, we have 2. One is Master of Philosophy. The other one we call Doctor of Philosophy. Very general one. Of course, recently we just launched a new one, which a doctorate degree, a new doctorate degree specialized in economics. So there are 3 research programs offered by FBF. So all these programs, you are required to take and pass 2 compulsory modules. One is business research methodology, and the other one is quantitative and qualitative research methods. So you just need to pass these 2 modules. No need to sit for final examination. There's no final examination for these 2 modules. And then the next one is you have to pass this dissertation. Of course, when I say pass, you need to go through proposal defense, work completion seminars, and viva. Okay, so so if you pass all these presentation, definitely, of course, you need to present your research work to the panels, and then you need to do revision. Okay, and then you need to submit the revised work or revised dissertation or thesis to the panels for further verification. And then if they agree and then they're satisfied with your revision, then you are considered pass the dissertation, right? So of course, if focus on the MBA, okay, of course, if you join MBA, our MBA classes, it will actually help you develop the skill necessary to keep a company successful. Okay, as mentioned, the curriculum of our MBA courses are always up to date. Okay, even of course, you will see that the current structures for our MBA programs is actually consists of 41 credit hours, 41 credit hours. So because of we have to comply with the Ministry of Higher Education, MQA, okay, with their because we have to comply with the business program standard. So we have to revise our program structure. So you will see there are some differences. If you enroll now and if you choose to enroll maybe in September intake, September trimesters, you will see there are some differences in terms of the courses offered in this MBA corporate management program. Okay, of course, enroll to these MBA classes or postgraduate classes definitely will improve your leadership and people management skill, how to develop, advertise, and sell your products, and so on. Train you on how to manage difficult situation, and most of the time we will actually emphasize on case study discussion. Okay, we will discuss business scenario, and then we will have a discussion together with the students. Okay, of course, we encourage interaction. We encourage discussion. Okay, instead of like what you having now. first degree, okay, most of the time, the lecturers are the one giving the knowledge. Okay, but for MBA or postgraduate studies, postgraduate classes, most of the time we encourage for this discussion, exchange, knowledge exchange between students and the lecturers. So an MBA is a great way to prepare you for a changing business environment. So the abilities you develop are also the best tools you have to adopt to this unavoidable change of industries, the marketplace, and the ways people do business, especially now the COVID. Now we're coming to this post-pandemic, and you see in the last 2 years how this pandemic affect the businesses. So this is also, it will change the way we teach. So how to manage people, okay, in this new era, post-pandemic era, definitely will be different as compared to before the pandemic era. So if you, of course, people will think that, okay, why you should study MBA, okay? Sometimes there are many different answers, okay? So it depends on your objective, okay? If you plan to change a career, but the industry change in a way that matches with your plans, the skills you have developed, will help you quickly adapt and find a new direction. Hence, it's important, okay, to have a lifelong learning habit, which to be a continuous learner. You need to update the knowledge, okay, in order for you to survive in this competitive environment. So next questions, there's one participant also asking this question: is it worth pursuing a postgraduate with a hefty course, or should I start working first? After, I think the meaning of this, I think what the participant would like to know is, should I enroll to MBA program after my first degree, earning the first degree, or should I work first? So I would say that it depends on you, whichever way you are learning. There is no wrong time to do a master degree. Regardless of whether you wait or do your degree right away, you won't regret deepening your education. It is never too late to do your postgraduate degree, either master degree or doctorate degree. It is kind of investment. Okay, we focus on the ROI. Okay, whatever we invested in, is it worth or not? Okay, for your future career. Most of us will have a wrong perception that, as I mentioned, if you earn a master degree, you think that you get a pay raise automatically or immediately. As I mentioned, you need to take initiative to apply whatever you learn and apply to your job. I mean, whatever you learn in this MBA program. So your boss definitely want to see how well you perform your job after you got your master degree. Okay, some will prefer to work first before enrolling to master study, as they want to learn and earn some working experience. That's true as well. Many students take MBA to either change the industry they are working in or advance to a managerial or administrative position. You would like to get ready to be promoted to higher posts, or you know you are going to apply for higher posts. It's good for you to be ambitious and want to climb the career ladder. Okay, if you are fresh, however, with an MBA may give you an additional advantage of not having the work experience in the new position as a backup. So based on the analysis, okay, there is approximately 1 in 3 prospective MBA students use their management education to pursue opportunities in new industry or job function they have not worked in. This is very applicable to non-business background students. For those who are science background, they wish to take up management posts in their firm. It may be a good choice for you to get this MBA degree so that you will learn and enhance your management skill. So it is a good idea to decide on the industry and job you plan to follow before applying to the MBA. There are many types of MBA. Okay, we have general MBA, we have general MBA with specialization, we have general MBA without specialization, and we also have this specialized MBA program. So you have to decide, okay, what kind of industry you want to focus on, and then only you start to choose which program. Okay, in Utah, we offer all these type of MBA programs. Just that for FBF, we only offer general MBA with specialization. Some other faculties offer other types of program, which is, as mentioned, general MBA without specialization, or specialized MBA program. Okay, so of course, some of you may ask, taking up an MBA program specializing is a great. You will think that whether is it challenging or not. People will ask, is it difficult to graduate or not? So many potential students ask this question. If an MBA is too difficult for an average student, the answer is most likely not. Okay, but you will probably learn during your MBA about your attitudes make up over 50% of your professional success. Okay, education is always not only securing knowledge, but also very much about your attitudes. Okay, so it is possible you are not asking the right questions, rather than asking if an MBA is too complicated. You can try to develop the new ways of looking at the things you consider difficult and take them as challenges or prompt to overcome it. That's how professional business person will look at it. You want to become professional person, right? So take up challenge, pursue, take up challenge and try to enroll to this post program. And if let's say you do it in a full-time mode, then you will be able to complete the MBA program within 1 year. And then for part-time, if let's say you are working, then you may need to take up more than 1 year, maybe 1.5 years or 2 years. Okay, so I believe that most of you are working, okay, and then at the same time you wish to enroll in the MBA program. Okay, you can choose to study MBA part-time. And for your information, we are going to adopt MBA program we're going to convert it to the blended learning, where about 60% of courses will be conducted online. Of course, final examination will be conducted physically. So the main benefits of adopting this blended learning mode is obviously convenient for those working adults. You might be busy with your work, right? Or you are simply involved in other activities which are important to you. So most classes will be conducted in the evening or weekend. So no worry, and you are not required. If let's say that particular courses will be conducted online, so you are not required to travel to campus every week, which saves a lot of time for you. So you can study at your own pace, access lectures, notes, course materials whenever you want. Of course, you still need to attend the classes, the online classes or physical classes. Okay, so all right, I think it's about the time for me to end my sharing. If you have any questions, please drop me an email. I think Miss Ng, maybe I will type to the chat box my email address. Okay, or you have any question, you can actually send it to Miss Ng or to our program promotion division. So we will try our best to respond to your questions. Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, pass back to you, Miss Ng.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Chong, for the informative sharing. So, why we are actually emphasizing or actually focusing on MBA, because it's the most general program that any field of study you can actually enroll to, and everything or anything that we are doing right now is related to business. So, most probably having a MBA would definitely help you in your work, or even at least to help you to gain even more knowledge as you step into the working environment later. Okay, so the postgraduate program, of course, is not only about what Dr. Tong had mentioned, that it's not only academic, you learn about leadership, you learn about time management, research, and also your presentation skills and how you could carry yourself as well, right? So perhaps we can also hear from one of our Utah alumni, Mr. Wang Pingfei, who is currently working, who has completed his MBA in corporate management previously and currently working in China. And as an international student and an alumni of Utah, perhaps we could get more insightful sharing from him. Okay, so let us all welcome Mr. Wang to give us a little bit sharing of why he chose Utah, or why he continued his study in postgraduate.
Okay, regarding to the this question about what makes me to take a post program. First of all, I think I have to introduce myself before my postgraduate. My previous qualification in my bachelor degree is not the same as my postgraduate, because I study the English translation when I doing my bachelor degree, and after that I have been taking a job as an English tutor in China, like working like almost 3 years to teaching else English. And during that working time, I thought myself, maybe have not that much interested in that job, so I decided to go further for further education and to choose to this MBA program. And before that, the job market when I graduated from my bachelor degree, I think the job market competition is quite medium at that time, because I can find a job when I have a bachelor degree in China now and maybe have a really good salary payload at that time. It's about 2017, yeah, at that time. But for now, as I recall now, this year, 2022, China here, we got almost 9 million 9 million undergraduate students graduate this year, and maybe 8% of them will purchase higher education, such as postgraduate. So the job market in China here is really fierce now. So I think I'm really lucky to have a further education to study in Utah in Malaysia at 2019, because at that time I think it's a really great time point for me to change my career and also to do further education. But the only regret is maybe that time we got a COVID-19 breakout, so it impacts me a lot. Maybe in my future plans, also some of my experiences in Malaysia, because at the time we got the COVID-19 breakout, I got to learn online. But also, I think it's a great experience for me to study in Utah. Not only for me to gain my knowledge about several basic understandings and some further insights in business administration, and also for me to make a lot of friends and to knowing about the Southeast country's culture and the local habits, and really gives me help to enhance my ability for me to study for my job now, because currently I was in the BYD Southeast Asia sales division, and I was in charge of these markets, such as the market in Singapore, Malaysia, and Indonesia. So I think my postgraduate experience really helps me in my works. And also, I think right now the current working future, like many students or many companies, they are aiming to the Southeast Asia market, not only because of their basic materials, and there are great opportunities for them to develop. I think many great international companies, they are going to invest many factories and many projects in Southeast Asia. So I think it's a great chance and opportunities for me to know in this market, and also during that time for about 1 year overseas experience. It's really enhanced my overall abilities, and that is the reasons make me to not the reasons. I think it's my outcomes for my 1 year postgraduate experience. And also during this program, I think the achievement is about the most one. I think is about my abilities to self-learning, and also the teamwork. This is really a little bit different from my previous experience. So I think that's about the reasons makes me to take a postgraduate program. The why MBA and why studying in Utah. First of all, during my first job, I have known some friends who are specialized in this overseas education, career development, something, and they recommended me about this university, the Utah. And after I look up in the internet and also going to the official website, I know about the elective or the syllabus about the courses. I think it's really suit for me to have this to take this program, because this the MBA and corporate management program really covered every aspect. I think every aspect about the company, how the company operation, and from marketing, finance, accounting, and some strategic management, operation management, so many things to cover. So I think after all these courses I take, I have a really good understanding about the company operations. It really helps me to do my future career planning. So I think this is the first one, and the second one is the reputation about the university. I think Utah have a great reputation, not only in Malaysia, but also I think is in China. Yeah, many people heard about this university. When they look it up on the internet, they thought, wow, this is a really good one. And it's maybe it's not famous like Harvard or something in Europe or in the US, but if you work in the Southeast Asia or North Asia, I think it's pretty enough for me to get a great job, or the great job opportunities. Yeah. And I think really also I recommended it from not only from my coworkers, but also from my and other university students. If they seek maybe some advice for me to, maybe they were considering the postgraduate program, I will recommend Utah, because first of all, I think we got maybe first of all we have a shorter time to achieve the degrees, master degrees. For usually it takes about 2 or 3 years in China for students to achieve a master degree, and basically they have a fierce competition. We have to take so many exams, and there are so many people. As I recall, I remember last year we got like almost 6 million people to take the exam to achieve this postgraduate degrees, and maybe we have like 2 million only they can admit it in their university. So it's really fierce. And so the first one, and for the MBA program in Utah, it's only 1 year, so it's quite a short time for me to achieve this. And after I achieve this degree, I can go back to my country to find a job really quick quicker than them, I think. And the difference between the studying mode here in Utah and my home country, I think, is we have many teamworks, which is really important, not only in the studying period, also in my working period. So it's not only it's very important for me to know how to cooperate with people in with all respect aspects. So after this 1 year program, I have experienced so many team works, team like group assignment, something like this. So I think during this time, I know how to cooperate all kinds of like my teammates, and it's really gain many experiences. So in that time, I can deal with my other divisions in my companies with same strategies. I think this is a really good one. Yeah. And for the program I take has gained some higher competitive advantages, because last time I remember my boss said I was the only employee who has gained a degree, not only the master degree, just gain a degree from the Malaysia. So this is really enlarged our scope, our company's overseas students. Yeah, the categories has enlarged. This is a great one, because normally people go abroad in China, they maybe take Europe, UK, US, some other countries. Yeah, but during this time, the company has made a strategy to put their attentions on Southeast Asia countries. So I think many students or many opportunities will occur during that time. So in that case, I think I'm really lucky to take this experience, take this program and have this experience, and to achieve this job. And as I think I just mentioned before, that Dr. Chung mentioned before, the master degree has really can have a different salary between other degree students. I don't know in Malaysia how this works, but in China they have really clear standard. If you have a bachelor degree, you have a maybe level A salary. But if you have a master degree, you have a maybe level A plus. If you have a PhD, then you have a supreme A plus, something like that. Yeah, it's really, I don't know. It's maybe it's so many competitions, but it is so realistic happened in the societies. So I think overall, I think this 1 year program really helps me not only in the knowledge and basic and the insight of the business corporations, but also it helps me about to gain the advantage, competitive advantages to my careers. And I think that's my opinion overall. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Wang, for your sharing and also sharing us your experience and the real world situation out there. So I guess why usually master's degree student, a master graduate student, or a postgraduate students basically can get a better salary is because I believe it's because when you present yourself during the interview or in front of your colleagues, with the additional knowledge that you gain and the teamwork, the assignments that you have, it helps you to build a more confident personality when you present to your supervisor, your superiors, and during the interview, which is why you are able to secure yourself with a better career or a better salary. That is what I think, but of course there are also different situations out there. And again, MBA is a 1 year program in Utah, and it's pretty much easy. That's just 3 semesters to complete. And of course, we do offer other programs like Masters of Philosophy, and then also we have in other areas, if you wish to specialize in engineering as well, social science, in communication, strategic communication as well. More new programs are being introduced as we look into what the market is demanding from graduates, right? So basically, the university encourages Utah students to pursue a higher education. The university offers a rebate for Utah alumni. If you're a local student, you will get 500 off your tuition fees. For international students, you'll get 2,000 off the administrative fee. Okay. So for now, the postgraduate application is also available online. So it's much more easier and it's much more convenient in the sense that you do not need to come to the campus, submit a hard copy and things like that. Okay. So this is the website you can screenshot, or if you need, you can just go to study.utah.edu.my to get further details about the program. Okay, so once again, thank you, Dr. Chung, and thank you, Mr. Wang, for the insightful sharing and being with us today, and of course for our participants here. I hope you have gathered a lot of information and that you have a better understanding on how to choose and what to choose. Okay, so we hope to see you around the campus in FBF, in Utah, in any faculty. Thank you, everyone.